start. We've talked a couple of weeks ago about putting yourself in these record books and leaving an impact at Clemson. Just to reach one of those, take another step in it. What's that mean?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me, I wasn't even aware of it, honestly, until somebody came up to me during the game and told me. But I think it's pretty cool. You mentioned the other tight ends that have achieved that milestone. I think it's a good group to be recognized with, and I think the biggest thing for me is just continue to keep doing my job at a high level and see how many games we can go win.
You told us, over the spring and in fall camp you wanted to get better at blocking, and now you look at some of these big runs that have popped, and there's number 9 in there with your hat on somebody.
Mm-hmm.
How proud are you of that? And how much fun is it, watching film and seeing that hard work pay off?
Yeah, no, I think definitely it's very rewarding, especially when you got a back like Phil, somebody that can just make plays, explosive plays like that. I think it makes it a lot of fun for us to do our job. I think that's a big credit to Coach Rich, Coach Luke, the job they've done throughout the offseason, kind of just focusing on us, getting us better in that aspect of our game, and then just O-line communication. I think they've done a really good job. They've really stepped up this year, and I think it's just, for us, we're just having a lot of fun with it. I think that's the biggest thing for me. I think everybody just doing their job. I think it's really rewarding, like you said. But yeah, no, we're having a good time, and we're doing a good job.
So does Coach Luke help with the blocking aspect of it?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, we do periods of Indy together where we'll go tight ends and offensive line and work together. Kind of just whatever scheme we have for that week, kind of just work on it together. And then he's done a good job kind of stepping off to the side, coaching us up on technique, coaching us up, just different things that he knows that helps us out. So I think it's been a big help for both of us.
You said you're having fun with it. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, I think guys are just flying around, playing football, looking like little kids out there, honestly. I think it's a lot of fun for us when we go out there and impose our will on an opponent. I think it's a lot of fun for us just to watch playmakers make plays, everybody doing their job, guys stepping up, honestly. And it's just fun to be around. The energy's high, and it's just a good time.
Garrett Riley was in here, and he said that he started to notice during fall camp, really, that this downfield blocking and the work of the receivers and the tight ends could really make a difference. Did you notice something different in how they were approaching it with you guys in fall camp, or when did you maybe start to see or feel that change and how that would affect your guys' ability out there on the field?
Yeah, I think the receivers and tight ends have done a really good job blocking down the field. You look at Cade's long touchdown run, you can see Troy getting in there, getting a last block on somebody on the third level, be able to spring him loose. So I think, going back to fall camp, I think we've just been really working hard together, just trying to do our job, trying to do as much as we can, stay off that loaf tape, and do as much as we can to help each other out.
To have that dichotomy of you're reaching this success as a tight end for those things like yards and catches and that sort of stuff, but to be playing such a pivotal role in your teammates' successes. We saw Phil cement himself in the running back records. How does that go hand in hand? How is that really the identity of a tight end?
Yeah, and tight end position it requires a lot, honestly. So you got to know a lot in the pass game and in the run game. And I think the records or the milestones, I think, just are a byproduct of the work we put in, byproduct of how much we bought in to what we're asked to do, the scheme, Coach Riley's offense. I think everything's just working together, and then now you're just seeing numbers and stuff pop up because of what guys are doing, down the field blocking, like you said, or just doing their job at a high level inside the box.
Said stay off the loaf tape. Have you ever been on the loaf tape? And how much people dread getting on the loaf tape?
Yeah, no, I haven't been on there, but no, it's not fun. It's not something you want to be on. But I think it's a good way to hold guys accountable. Good way to keep everybody in check and doing what they need to do. So.
Any questions for Jake virtually? Anybody else in the room?
As a senior, how does it feel to see this team come together and play so consistently these past few games? And how do you see them progressing as this game comes up?
Yeah, no, I think we built a really good foundation here, even just over the whole course of my career. I think now, coming back after last year, I think me and a couple of my teammates, we all sat down together and decided that that's what we were going to do. So now being able to come back and have the start to the season that we're having right now, I think it's a lot of fun. We've obviously faced adversity, but just being able to go through that adversity together, kind of just stay together, not splinter, kind of just continue to believe in each other and I think it's going to be a special year for us.
When you,
Jake,
guys,
you're-
when you guys get out to those early leads or the starters don't play in the second half, is it kind of, from your perspective, is kind of you guys is it kind of you guys want that rest to not go back in, or is it kind of a different feeling like you kind of do want to go back in, continue getting those reps?
Yeah, I mean, that's totally up to the coaches, honestly, how much we play. But I think it's the most fun for me, being the old guy in the room. I think it's fun to watch the young guys go out there, get an opportunity to play, let them put on tape what they can do. I mean, we got a lot of good players, especially in the tight end room. So just being able to distribute some reps and let everybody go out there and handle business and do what they need to do. I think it's a lot of fun for me to be able to watch all the hard work they put in practice, be able to pay off on game day.
Your parents seem to be all over the map a lot with your sister at Michigan State, and they're here to support you. But they also had a recent deal where they're supporting your brother. And from what I understand, you put in your NIL dollars to buy a table. If you can't, he has suffered, I guess, with a form of arthritis.
Mm-hmm.
How important is that to you, and to show your support for him and the family? If you can kind of go into the background of that, if you don't mind.
Yeah. So my brother, he has rheumatoid arthritis. He struggled with it since he was 2 years old. It's something that affects his life every day. I think our family does a really good job of just supporting him, trying to help him through it. You mentioned the gala that they went to. It was for the Arthritis Foundation in Nashville. They had a dinner that my parents and a couple of my former teammates' parents also attended along with them. So it was just a good cause, something that I support really well. And, I love my brother, so I'll do anything to support him and help him out. So that's pretty much where that came from.
And your parents, they're here obviously to support you every weekend. How important is it that, as far as widespread as you guys are in the family, to have them here, to have them constantly with you, supporting your brother, showing up in, East Lansing all the time?
Yeah, no, they go all over the place. Something that, one of our core values is family is really important to us. I got 5 people in my family. We're all really close, really tight with each other. So I think just that support of one another and being there for each other is just a big thing that we grew up doing and continue to do today. And like you mentioned, my sister, she's up in Michigan State. My parents are empty nesters now, so they're trying to find time to fill up their time. So they love coming to the games. They love going up to Michigan State, supporting her, supporting my brother. So it's really just, we'll stay together forever.
How old is your brother?
He's 23.
How is it affect, for you growing up, how have you seen it affect his life, that rheumatoid arthritis?
Yeah, no, I think, if he didn't have this condition, I think he'd be a star athlete just like myself. But I think just seeing him battle with that, the way he attacks every day in pain, the way he just is able to still carry himself with courage, and he's a warrior, honestly. So I think he's just a testament to his hard work. He's a motivator for me, somebody that I support and love deeply. So I want to do everything for him.
Anybody else for Jake? All right, Jake. Appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks.